Welcome back to Grey County Life, and we're here with Renee from the Owen Sound Animal Shelter and with Dust Bunny.
Nobody's looking at me. This is Dust Bunny.
Yeah, nobody cares about the rest of us.
No, it's true.
Is he or she?
Well, I think he's a he.
A he.
A neutered he, I think.
A neutered Dust Bunny.
I think.
You tell us about him.
Oh my gosh. So there's sort of two parts to today. My friend Dust Bunny, for lack of a better name, and I, to be honest, thinks it suits him.
I know.
He came to the animal shelter yesterday as a stray. What this means is somebody called the shelter, said there's a, I believe, domestic-looking rabbit in my backyard, and it's not a wild rabbit, and what do I do? We're very, very glad that they called us, because let's just be honest, this adorable soul probably wouldn't have survived very long in the bad weather. This rabbit looks like
it watches television and has its own bedroom.
Oh my gosh, exactly, exactly. So we're glad for that. So as I said, there's sort of two parts to this. Part number one is we want to, first of all, mention that we're looking for his owners.
Yes.
There is a chance that Dust Bunny has escaped an enclosure or went outside for a walk and went on an adventure. I'm hoping that I'm going to return to the shelter and find a million phone calls from a frantic owner, which is, you know, always what we hope with a stray.
Yes.
Although I don't think so. As I said, he came to me yesterday. I haven't had any calls, but we're hopeful. It would be really nice to think that he accidentally escaped a child playing with him. This is my, you know, yay, you know, as opposed to somebody perhaps throwing him away, which is another sad reality, which we're hoping is not the case, but
has he been groomed? Like, it looks like,
you know, he is the strangest looking creature. So because we have no history on him, I have no idea what he is. I think he's a boy. I think he's a neutered boy, but all of these things are maybes. I do think he is a lion head mix. The lion head is a breed of rabbit with this funny bed head.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's really cool. But what is unique about this rabbit, and incredibly different and confusing, is if we look at his back end, he looks kind of like a wild rabbit.
Yes, he does.
So, I don't know. If I wasn't handling him and knowing that he was super awesome and incredible, I would question whether it was possible a wild rabbit and a domestic rabbit kind of hung out and made baby rabbits, right?
I know.
Right? Like, he could potentially be a feral rabbit, but to be honest, no. His personality doesn't match that.
He looks like he is used to being handled.
The woman who called me about this stray rabbit, I said to her, to be entirely honest, rabbits are incredibly hard to catch. They don't go in live traps when they're sitting in grass. And our experience is they run really fast. So we run after them and we don't often catch them easily. And she said to me, I just called him and he came. So Dust Bunny, Whoopsie, is not a wild bunny, because if he was a wild bunny, he'd be food.
Yeah, he would have.
Because that's really dumb.
A predator would have.
Exactly. She had other animals in the home, and he had no fear of them. So he's not been out long.
No.
If he was out for any period of time, he would have been killed. So whether somebody thought he could become a wild rabbit because maybe it's genetic somewhere in here, I don't know what they were thinking. Like I said, I like to believe he got lost while playing, but
well, whatever his story is, he's a beautiful rabbit.
He sure is.
He belongs somewhere, whether it's his previous home or a new home.
Exactly.
Because he's just stunning.
With stray animals, first of all, I should mention, he's not available today. He has to be held a reclaim period so that an owner can have a chance to look for him. With any stray, the reclaim period is 72 hours, but that doesn't count day in, doesn't count day out, it doesn't count weekends, so I got him about a week. And then he'll be up for adoption. He's going to fit incredibly well in any home. He is awesome, and I'm trying really not to put him in my own home. Because I love him very much.
Try hard not to.
I know. I do not want this rabbit. I do not want this rabbit. But you know what? I really do want to see him in a good home, and I want lots of updates. Now, I need to remind people, because he is a heartbreaker, he is a commitment. I do not want to ever hear that he's looking for another home, and I do not ever want to find out he was tossed back outside.
Oh, no, no.
If he is to go to a home in which somebody can't keep him forever and ever, I want them to call us. You know, we do take rabbits, we do place them in homes. We take anything that we can that needs us. So always call us. It wouldn't have been expensive. You know, we in fact just charge a donation with the small pocket pets, and same with their adoptions.
How old do you think this rabbit is?
You know, to be honest, rabbits are incredibly hard to age. With dogs and cats, we age them by their teeth, and rabbits' teeth grow all the time.
Oh.
Right, from in the womb right up until death, their teeth are constantly growing. So you can't age them that way, but I'm going to say he's full grown. I don't feel he's going to become a giant bunny. So he's probably a year of age, at least. And I don't think he's very old. So if I was guessed based on size and personality, I'd put him at about a year and a half.
This may sound unusual, but how long do rabbits live?
About 8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
8 years,
yeah.
So you're right, it is a commitment.
It is a commitment. You know what, I always recommend rabbits for people who can't have cats. Let me tell you why. Number one, they're a lot like a cat, which people don't realize. They can be litter trained. They can be free roaming in the home, just like a cat, which people don't know.
Didn't know that.
They'll sit on your lap like a cat. But their poop doesn't smell nearly as bad.
Well, this is all good to know. I did not know that.
They're vegetarians, yeah. They also are a shorter commitment. I recommend them often for older people because let's just face it, they're quieter, they don't make a lot of noise, their poop doesn't smell so bad, and they'll sit on your lap.
And they may run away, but you have to take a good,
That's right.
keep a good close eye on them.
They might run away.
So we've called him Dust Bunny.
Dust Bunny, or Dusty.
Yeah, now, so if you think that this is your rabbit,
Yep.
call the Owen Sound Animal Shelter.
Call me, and I'm not
claim
going to.
him.
Yeah, I'm not going to disclose location or any other details that way. Only because I need somebody to verify he's their bunny,
that's
right?
The rabbit.
Yeah.
And other than that, if Dust Bunny isn't claimed, then
he goes up
will
for adoption.
go up for adoption, and he will make a great pet.
He sure will. And like I said, it's an awesome pet. For most homes. I don't recommend them for tiny, tiny children just because the tiny children are the risk to the rabbit, not the other way around. And he is good with dogs and cats, we found out. But I, again, strongly discourage that unless you know your pets are good with bunnies because he's food. Just plug your ears, buddy. Plug your ears.
Yeah, plug those
exactly.
big fluffy ears of yours.
We do also encourage people, if you're looking for a rabbit, maybe not specifically this one or another pocket pet, call us.
Okay.
Because we do get them in, and you know what? They need to go home too.
Okay, well, thank you very much for coming in, Renee and Dust Bunny, and join us again.